I'm Jennifer Hall. Welcome back. I just want to update you on the latest we're hearing from Toronto Hydro, where so many people are without power, 250,000 people. And they're saying due to the severity of the damage caused by those falling tree limbs, that restoration of hydro for some customers will continue into the weekend. And it's only Monday, so well beyond Christmas. Not good news. We will keep you posted on the very latest we're hearing from Toronto Hydro. Well, it has been a very long day for our own John Northcott. 22 hours, 774 kilometers, in fact. But soon his journey will come to a close because, like so many other Canadians, stranded by travel delays and cancellations, John had to think outside the box. He's good at that in order to get home. So he started his journey in New York just after lunch yesterday. We've been checking in with him all morning, and he joins me again now on the phone for an update. So I know you're inching your way towards us. Where are you now, John?
Well, I'm almost there, Jennifer. I'm not far away. As you know, I was supposed to work the breaking news shift this morning. And now that I'm closer and closer, I think I can take part in the news in terms of telling you what's happened, what's going on with travelers as they have... No. Sorry.
And here he is.
You know, sorry. It's, there we go. It's... You know, I'd love to say this was a put-on, but I got out of a car like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, John, you're late for work.
I am very
Can I
late for
just
work.
tell you
I'm
that?
very late for work, yes. And it's been the story, though, for a lot of people who are hoping to make it home for the holidays. Folks in Washington, folks in New Jersey, where I was, at Liberty Airport in Newark, as they have tried to get flights out. I waited 8 hours. Okay. Many people had waited since the early morning. At 9:30 p.m. last night, they said the flight was canceled. And I wasn't alone. Here's what some of them had to say.
Just really tired. Been sitting here all day hoping to get on a flight, so I know that I'm frustrated. Thank you.
They just told us that our flight's been canceled and we're leaving Christmas Day at 4 p.m.
So that's what people were looking at 3 days after they were slated to get on the flights, because this time of year being what it is, the flights were booked up anyway, and then trying to do make goods over the last couple of days. That gentleman there, Marty Richard, he was one of the Canadians that I met at the airport. We got together and decided we were renting a car. So it was a mini convoy of Canadians heading up here all night long, taking turns driving. And we got to the border crossing, and I said, here was this story, and we didn't think they'd believe it. And they said, you're about the 300th people that have come through this morning with exactly the same thing, stuck in regional airports, trying to get back to Canada, renting cars. And
I know it was really warm where you were, too, so it must have been hard to get your head around the fact that we were all freezing here.
It's yesterday morning in Central Park, people had their shirts off. They were sitting in the cafes, record temperatures, highs down there, and for them to try and get their heads around the idea that we as Canadians couldn't come home because of the ice storm back here, they didn't quite believe us, but you could hear these little yelps of pain all over the airport, and you knew they were Canadians not able to get home for the holidays.
So you, as always, were incredibly industrious. Not only, by the way, shooting your own footage there and putting together a story while you're trying to arrange your way back to your family for Christmas, but what about those who perhaps weren't quite as inventive? What is going to happen to them?
They're in big trouble. Some people booked earlier and tried to get out, but it is very difficult to get buses. It is rental cars are still available, and the irony, of course, is that often when flights are canceled, the weather is difficult in the area you're trying to leave from. Smooth open roads all the way up. But for those who are trying to get out, the airline got back to me and said I can get on a plane at 1 p.m. Christmas Day, and the folks I was driving back with, 4 p.m. Christmas Day. And that is the earliest they can put anyone on a flight out of these airports trying to get back to this country in this weather.
Such incredibly horrendous timing. We are happy that you were so industrious.
My pleasure.
Your Employee of the Month award is just offset here.
Well, I'm glad I made up for missing work this morning.
Master of the Grand Entrance, John Northcott. We're so happy you're safely back here with us.
Thank you, Jennifer, and have a great holiday.
Thanks, you too.
Cheers.